Right then, sports fans, it's Crypto Insight UK here, coming back with another video. What we're going to look straight at is the Bitcoin chart. We've got so much to go over because of what happened in the market over the weekend. Our boy Elon Musk doing a bit of dirty. So let's get into it. Let's start with Bitcoin. As I said, it was ranging for ages. Well, how long has it been ranging for? It's been ranging for 92 days-ish, around 90 days. A long time. I did call this out all around here, said that I didn't think it'd come below 46,400. I didn't think it'd go above this mark, but I also didn't really think it'd go above the 58,500 mark. It topped out at 64,000. I did make a video saying that it could be the top of Bitcoin. I still think that that could ring true, although this could just be a really drawn out consolidation. The reason I thought it could be the top is because we had this retracement rally here and it didn't manage to break above that 702 level, which is very key in cryptocurrencies. And now, as you can see, when it's rejected that properly, it then rejected the 0.618 and then properly dumped. And this is off the back of Elon Musk's tweets, as we all know. So what are we looking for a reversal in Bitcoin? Can we get a reversal in Bitcoin? Potentially. Do I think we will? I don't know. We find some support here, which is in line with this previous all-time high at 41, nearly 42,000, which kind of it's kind of where we bottomed out in the night here. We'll put a little horizontal line in there so it's a bit more obvious for everybody. Bang, there we go. As you can see, it's kind of a previous top that we found some support on. So we'll have to see what happens. Do I think we'll dump further? Possibly. Possibly. We need to come down and retest this level and confirm it as support before I can get more bullish on Bitcoin. Do I think it's an issue in the market? Short term, yes. Long term, no. We're looking for to come away from Bitcoin, really. We're looking for the market to decouple away from it completely, which it will do. But also, we might never recouple with Bitcoin. If we're going on previous altcoin cycles or bull cycles, we will recouple, but Bitcoin needs to do some work for us to be able to trust it again in terms of its carbon emissions and how much energy it uses. It's all fine and good saying that you use renewable energy or sustainable energy to mine Bitcoin, but why would you waste that on something that's supposed to be a futuristic product? It doesn't seem very futuristic if it takes up more energy usage than cash does. We're going to take a step forwards. We should take a proper step forwards, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons I've been so bullish on XRP the whole time. But let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance. See where that's going. I haven't looked at it for a while. Right, well, wow, we've plummeted down to 40%. Could we find some support here in terms of dominance? Will it start to gain some dominance back? You could say with a wick of these candles here, you might be able to find a level of support. I'll show you exactly where I'm looking with a horizontal line on this chart there, which is bang on from where we are, really. Below that, is there any more support levels? What I mean by support is, do I think that Bitcoin will bottom out anywhere? It could bottom out here or here. So we could lose another few percent, and then the absolute bottom that we've ever seen, well, since 2018, is this level here. I think we did go lower than this in 2013, but I don't know if this chart goes back that far, which it doesn't. So we've got another 9% potentially to lose. But what you've also got to remember is that a lot of that dominance hasn't cycled into the altcoins yet, mostly cycled into Ethereum. Ethereum rose all the way up to $4,386 and had a total market cap of about 500 billion. So that's massive. So what you got to think is a lot of that came out of Bitcoin flowed into Ethereum, and then now what we need to happen is some of that to flow out of Ethereum into these other lower cap altcoins, and that's when we'll start to see these massive pumps. So what do I think is going to go on with Ethereum here? Do I think it's topped out? I can see a head and shoulders pattern there, and that's where we've taken a dump. Could we V-bottom out of here? I'd like to see us get above this fib level. If we can get above that, I think we might range and try and break above that 4,000 level again. Let's have a look at the total market cap. This is another thing that I wanted to touch on. So As you can see, last night we did bounce off the $2 trillion market cap, tried to make a reversal there, didn't quite do it, came down to the 1902, wicked and touched it, and are trying to reverse from there. One good thing about that is it was a previous all-time high. Let me just go on the daily. It was a previous all-time high, so it could reverse from here quite easily. We are getting more volatile in the market, and this does look like it could be set up for a W or V bottom pattern out of here. To be fair, we may drop further to 1.64, but I don't think we'll go any much further than where we are now. If the bull market is going to continue, which I think it will. I don't think this is much to worry about. Yeah, we had a correction here. This seemed like this correction lasted forever. We bumped out of it. We didn't break much of an all-time high. We did break an all-time high, but we didn't move too much. But as you can see, how many days did we spend in and around the 50-day moving average? Let's say 1, 2, 3 days, and then a total of. So on the third day, we moved down, we moved up. Altogether, a 45% move up in the crypto market cap. So let's see what would happen if we did that. So we say maybe one more day in here. So let's say from tomorrow, 45% move up would take us to a market cap of 2.7 trillion. And we'll have a look at the total altcoin market cap. See, this looks a bit better. It's more of a consolidation here rather than a dip. All the candle closes have been above the previous all-time high, which is good. What are we looking at here? Maybe we would. I don't think we do it down to the 50-day moving average, so I think we just keep ploughing on upwards. We might consolidate for another day sideways, and then start to make that next leg up. Let's see what this last leg up was. The last time we started moving green, we legged up to about a 62% move. If we could do that sort of move again, say we move from here, 62%, we'd be looking at 1.8-ish trillion dollars. So that's another like 600 billion into the altcoin market cap. Let's have a look into XRP. So it's going to look a bit complicated. What I'm going to do is get into my hourly and show you a few things I've been seeing. There are some interesting things that I've seen here. So I did have us in this downward channel. We did manage to break out of that over the weekend. As you can see, we got to the close to the top here and really pushed out of it, which is great to see. Then we are very volatile. Like, look at us. So we've been like waving, jump, waving down, and now the waves are getting bigger. This is what we want to be seeing before we hit a next leg up. This could be a bang double bottom there and out with a V bottom for XRP. It's nice how it's bounced off the top of that descending channel that I had and left through in. That I left it on purpose just in case it would act as some level of support, which it looks like it might have. We just need to see the bulls keep coming through and continue this leg up for us today. That'd be very positive when the rest of the market is looking red and XRP is starting to move green. That's exactly what we want to be seeing. As I said, I do think we'll have a big move coming at some point soon. I think we could see a $3 to $5 XRP by the end of the month. Personally, that's my prediction. Don't shoot me down if I'm wrong, but I personally believe that. Something else that I noticed is this sort of fluctuation and pattern is similar to what we noticed back. I'll show you on a different chart so it's a bit more clean. If we look on this chart, so we've obviously got this bullish pennant that hasn't completed yet. Still got a few more days left in this. If it goes right to the very end, we could be looking, I think it's the 2nd of June that it looks like it ends on. May the 31st, so that's the end of the month. And if we pop out of here, as I keep saying, we'll have a look at percentage move that we moved upwards. If we pop out of this channel, this bullish pennant that we're in, where can we move? 189%. Have a look what that will take us to. 189% would take us to $4.75, around that $5 mark, so that $3 to $5 prediction. That's where you can see where I've got that from. So this move here, what we're doing here, we've got a spike up, a correction, spike up, correction, correction, spike up. It reminds me a bit of what we were doing down here. Spike up here, correction down, spike up, correction, spike up, correction, and boom, out of there. So it is kind of similar to what we were seeing back here. If we do take, I know that this high was a bit longer than this one, but we spiked up, we corrected down quite quickly, we bottomed out, we bottomed out down here. We did start to correct back up here, starting to correct back up here, come up, have another little correction, which happened here, and then jump back up again out of that zone, and then correct downwards, and then correct downwards before we finally blast off. Could we be seeing that correct downwards and then blast off? Now it's on a bigger, more volatile frame here. There's more people coming into the XRP market as there were back there. So could we be seeing a blast off like we were there? I'd love to say yes. If we do, let's have a look with a bars pattern, like what sort of move we'd be looking to make with fractals. If we do take it a bit, I think we need to elongate it a little bit just to show the extra volatility that's come into the market. Where could we be? Go into here. That could take us up to about our all-time high, which would make sense really. Touch our all-time high and correct a little. If we could stay up, I think the main thing that we need to take into consideration, guys, is we need to break above this. Well, firstly above this level, the 175 level, I keep saying. If we get above that 175 level, we could be off for a big run, and then the next resistance is $2. We get above that and we're off to the races, guys, basically. It looks to be moving a bit now at XRP, just as I'm recording this video, which is pretty cool. One thing that I did want to show you, I'll show you actually, sorry, I'll go back to this chart and show you again. One extra thing that I did want to show you is with the recent move, it's easy to get excited, but let's remember that we are actually, if you look at it from a zoomed out perspective, we're basically just ranging between 196 and 90 cent at the minute, because this is just what looks to be going on until we can get some real momentum to push us out of this pennant and out of this zone that we're kind of stuck in. We'll look with a Fibonacci retracement where we look to be. If we take it from the top of this to the bottom, you'll see that we really struggled to get above that 786 level. We did wick above, we had no candle close above there. This is why I keep saying about that 175 being such a key level. If we can get a candle close above this level, right in this zone, I'd be very much more bullish. More bullish if we can get one above the 196, of course. But that's what I'm looking for going forwards. And yes, as my prediction, $3 to $5 by the end of the month. I did say that last month, actually, that by the end of May, I'm looking for $3 to $5. I have seen some analysts calling for a lot more than that. So keep your seatbelts fastened, guys. My advice would be, personally, what I do, try and buy a dip whenever you can. Don't panic when you see the market go red. See it as an opportunity to buy and try and understand what's going on. We know Elon Musk has been affecting the market quite a lot with his tweets. I don't think it's all bad news. I think he's actually doing it on purpose. He's a very clever man. I think he's trying to bring regulation, accelerated regulation to the crypto space, and showing the world what the positives and negatives are in the cryptos that are out there, which I think personally is brilliant. But with all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any comments of what you'd like me to cover on the next one, please let me know. Appreciate you all. Do remember that I have paid Patreon services, technical analysis, group chats, and one-to-one sessions for anyone who might be looking to get into crypto. I may be looking at doing some news crypto, some news YouTube videos, and I will be starting my podcast soon. So keep your eye out for my podcast. We've got some awesome guests that are going to be coming on. I really hope you guys appreciate that and enjoy it. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing at the minute, so thank you all for all your likes, follows and subscribes. It means so much to me. If you drop a comment on my video, that also helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to do that for me. You facilitate my passion and dream to do this full time, so that's awesome. Thank you very much. And with that, XRP is spiking and it's to the moon. Peace up, A-Town down, as I should say.